All right, y'all, we are going to be doing junk journaling. If you are a crafter or you want to do a junk journal, gather some supplies and join me in this crafting video. Pause now and let's craft together. All right, guys, so I'm doing this video at my portable table. This is a table that I like to use for crafting, but I also take it sometimes camping with me as well. So I'm going to be using my Elmer's Extreme glue stick. That's my favorite glue stick. I might be using some tacky glue. We'll see, depends on what I feel like making. Just so you know, nothing's been planned. I have no idea. I'm just going to go with whatever feels good when it comes to making this junk journal. So some of the supplies I have, in case you're wondering what you should be using for a junk journal, is basically any kind of paper. I've got some junk mail here, okay? Just junk mail. There's an empty envelope. Here is a flyer from a dentist. Here is another flyer from the neighboring plant garden center. I thought that this card here was pretty. The foliage and the little leopard and stuff. I'm going to probably use that. And then I've got a piece of mail here that I've got husband those underwear that cradle the man parts. He has a monthly subscription, so this envelope came. It was red. This was the Christmas one, but I want to make a pocket out of this because it's that nice thick cardstock, or even maybe make a cover out of it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So that's going to be incorporated in some sort of way. I have some gift bags. The school that I work for, my after school program, in the teacher's lounge, they were giving away gift bags on a table. So I just grabbed a bunch in colors that I like. I like this. This could also be the cover of a junk journal. Any of these could be. They could be made into pockets. It just doesn't matter. I'm going to show you different ways to use all the things that I'm showing. I also have a 2024-2025 calendar from Dollar Tree. In case you want to make your junk journal into a planner, you could cut out a calendar and put it on pages, the monthly calendar. I have this book from, it says Notes to Self. It is a book I got from Five Below. As you can see, it was $5. It says a journal for self-care, and there's some pages in it that you can do things. So I could cut some of these pages out to put in my journal if I want to have some self-care / actual journaling. And then I have a bunch of different notebooks, pretty much all from the Dollar Tree. This is a 3-pack of composition notebooks. They come, Dollar Tree pretty much has these all the time. Though now it's $1.25 tree. It's not just a Dollar Tree anymore. It's a dollar. But yeah, they come in these colors. They used to be brightly colored. This used to be really, really red. Then they had a green, and then they had a blue. But they've got this like muted colors now that I see mostly. Also, these little mini writing tablets come in a 3-pack as well. Again, $1.25 for a 3-pack, which is not bad. You can make several junk journals with these mini composition books and mini notepads. I need to bring my trash can over here to the side. So just go around your house, pause the video, or you know, come back later after you've collected a few things and watch it. But these 3 mini notepads, whoops, are 3 for $1. That's a good way to put lines into your journal, because a lot of the papers that we're using, the decorative papers, don't necessarily have lines. So you've got that. I've got these notepads that are left over from a 3-pack. I think the other color was a light blue, but these also came in a 3-pack from $1.25 tree. And yeah, there's a blue, I think. I have the yellow and the pink. I used the blue one, cut it up into halves, and put those in husband's lunch, his daily breakfast / lunch note lunchbox. Here is a Jot 120 sheet 3 subject notebook. You can start your junk journal with an already made notebook and just add stuff to it. You don't have to do a full on junk journal like a regular junk journal. You can do this any way you want. All that matters is that you are being creative and you're tapping into that creativity, and that you're also kind of therapeutic almost if you are a crafter, if you're somebody who likes to be creative. But this is a 3-subject notebook. You can definitely take this whole notebook and make it your junk journal by adding in the decorative things that I'm going to be doing. You don't have to start from scratch. Here's another notebook from Dollar Tree, just composition book. You can use a composition book. When I do composition books and when I do notebooks, I like to take my glue stick and glue 2 pages together through the whole notebook so that they're thicker, because a lot of times I like to use markers in my junk journals and I don't like it to bleed through. So feel free to start your junk journal with a full-on notebook instead of from scratch like I'm going to be doing. I also have some random little coloring pages that are small. If you go to Amazon, Walmart, Dollar Tree, $1.25 Tree, you can get little small coloring pages like this, which I love. They're very therapeutic. I love coloring things like this that are patterns, repeating patterns, or like this page especially I think I'll be using, even this one. But I love notebooks like that, coloring pages like that, just because I like to mindlessly color sometimes, especially if I'm in a meeting at work. I will just take a page like this and color during the meeting, or a page like this. I might use this one too. Anyway, coloring pages, little notebooks. Here's another little one that I've had for a long time. It's called a pocket colorama. I love these things. And as you see, I've colored in them. I'm not just talking a big game. I usually don't keep the pages. If one of the kids at work sees me coloring, these are also things that I do, is I'll take a piece of copy paper and just make shapes on it and color mindlessly. When the kids are sitting down doing their craft, I'll sit and do that while they're doing their craft, just to be at the table with them. Or if they're sitting playing with Legos or, you know, having free time, I'll do that. And a lot of times one of the kids will want the picture and I'll give it to them, because I don't keep them. I don't really need to keep them. So anyway, those are the types of things that we're going to be using as we go about our making our junk journal. I also have some stuff from the craft store that was leftover stuff. Not going to show you every little thing, but this is some of the stuff that I'm going to be working with. A little bit of it, not all of it, but these are the type of things that you can go into the paper craft section of Michael's or your preferred craft store. This is a, these are what are called ephemera, and they're little like almost stickers, but they have like a 3D effect to them. So I might be using this paper one, this notebook one, maybe. Here's some puffy stickers. This one says Luck of the Irish. That would be if you were going to make a huge junk journal, you want to maybe put that on the cover or something. These are magnetic page clips, so you can mark your page in your journal where you are when it comes to your journal. Here's some school ones. This card is like for a graduation gift, but you could definitely cut this off and use this part in your junk journal. Same thing with stickers. Again, this is leftover stuff that we had supply-wise. This is some really pretty, I don't know if it's coming through in the video, but really pretty shiny paper. I can make pockets with this. I can make a cover. This is actually cardstock, so it's quite thick, and it's got that shimmer to it. I love it. It's like a pearl kind of color. Here are some little like cards for a bulletin board. You could put kids' names on here. This was kind of a teacher thing, but you could use it for a junk journal. You could use it for a pocket, maybe to put the title of your favorite book, or to put it on a page in your journal where you want to list all the books you've read this year or this month, you know, what have you. And there's lots of different colors of the books, so however you want to use those. I'm going to be linking in the pinned comment some of my other junk journal videos. This is also some really shiny. Is this sticky? I don't think this is sticky. No, this is some really shiny cardstock. I probably won't use this because nothing will glue wise will stick to that. And then you've also got some crafting paper. These are just papers. You can buy paper packs if you go to your local crafting section of Walmart or your craft store. These are just paper packs. Okay, and there's lots of different ones in here, all types, just all types. I'm going to be using probably this blue one, this red one, This says Fall Harvest Cornucopia, but here it is. It's 12 by 12 cardstock. They come in a pack like this, and then you just rip at the perforation and do your paper crafting. I'm going to use that one. Not sure about the green. Not sure about the blue. I'm not the biggest fan of blue. Wish the yellow pages were still in there, but they're not. Okay. All right, so we're going to use that. All right. I'm going to take out one sheet of this pearl color. I had gathered these supplies from some leftover stuff that was gifted to me from someone for my after school program. And I had gathered them for a crafting swap. There was a swap that I was going to be going to. And so I had gathered these in a bag to take to that crafting swap with a group that I'm in, a local Virginia Beach group that was going to have a party. But the party got canceled, so I still had the bag here at the house. You guys, this fur baby friend is running around here. I'm going to turn the heater off. I do have the washer going, so you're going to hear noise in the background. I'm going to try and edit that in post, meaning take the background noise out if I can. You'll probably still hear a little bit of it here and there, but just know I'm living my real life here, guys, living my real life. I'm working before school now, as well as after school, which I already was working. So I've got a lot going on when it comes to household responsibilities. So I'm always kind of multitasking. So I'm going to cut my address off of this. I don't need to see where I live. There we go. All right. So I cut my address off of that one, and I'm going to cut my address off of this one as well. Does it line up with the... Yeah, this is the part I want to keep. So yeah, it does. I'm going to cut this. I'm not going to be keeping the whole entire thing. Sometimes when I make junk journals, or when I was making them like heavily, I would have kind of a theme, but that's not necessary to have a theme. Sometimes I would do one color or something like that. I don't know why I kept this. I think we're going to toss this. Just as to let you show you can use whatever kind of mail, but I do remember the reason why I kept this, so we're going to keep that. Keeping that. And no address is showing on there, so we're good to go. All right, I don't think address is on anything else. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of the gift bags along with this shimmer paper and make a cover. I'm going to put this shimmer paper on the inside of my cover, and I'm going to use the gift bag as the outside. And I kind of think I want to do the black and white. It's just drawing me. It really, really is. Now I got to decide, do I want to do a tall, skinny one? Do I want to do a short, fat one? Or do I want to do a huge one? I don't know if I want to do a huge one. Like, that's crazy. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut right here where the handles are. Right here. Actually, these might pop off. Let's see. Yes, they pop off. Okay, we're going to take this apart. We're going to deconstruct. Where's your fur baby friend? There he is. Fur baby friend. You don't want to get in the window? 7? You don't want to get in the window? Look at the... No, you're going to lay there? Okay. I should probably set up his little camera. I'm going to set up his camera so I can put a video of the bedroom door that I'm in. And you can see him as he comes and goes. And I'll add him in there. So... All right, he's just chilling outside the doorway. So, all right. Now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut right here where this fold is, because I might use part of this as a pocket, and then this is going to be our cover. All right, here we go. We're going to save that because some of that will be the cover. I mean, some a pocket or something. All right, now I think this is a good size for a junk journal. I'm thinking that this is going to do it. So we're going to go ahead and cut, and I'm just following the folds. Seriously, just following the folds. I'm gonna fold it right there. Actually, we can leave this like this. And I could have left this like that. That could be a little pocket too. Okay, we're going to leave that like that. All right, so this is going to go like this. Now what I want to do is to make this cover more rigid because this is paper. We're going to be using some of this really pretty creamy pearlized paper inside. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a pencil, which I do not already have out. Let me get it. And all you're going to do is trace and cut. Trace and cut and glue. Trace and cut and glue. We're back in school. Trace and cut and glue. Trace. And I'm going to go ahead. I thought I had 2 of these. Did I take 2 out? I don't think I did. Let me get another one. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut them both at the same time because each side should be exactly the same. It should be exactly the same size. All right, my washer stopped. So the things that are in the washer are not anything that needs to be folded. It's actually Seven's cover for his bed and some of his other things. I'm doing cat laundry today. Cat laundry. All right, so I'm gonna probably use the tacky glue for this just because this is cardstock. And it's my cover. So I'm gonna put some tacky glue if it'll work with me. Imagination go. You'd be surprised what you can come up with. You really, really do. Making a mess. you are enjoying this video and you're finding it fun, informative, helpful, or entertaining, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you can know when the next video drops. And if you've already been subscribed, thank you for your continued support. If you'd like to support in other ways, check out the merch shop. show you my junk journal that was made for me. Now, I don't have the skills to make something like this. I probably could if I had all the correct tools, but this was made from an old hardcover book that they found, I think at a thrift shop or at a library sale or something like that, and they color dyed the pages red. This was made by a subscriber. I'm gonna try and find the original video of me meeting her and getting this gift. I think I videoed this, but I'm not 100% sure. But when I was traveling across country in the van, I met up with her. She gifted me this junk journal. She apparently stayed up for like 2 days to make it for me, and knew my favorite colors were red. So it's all red inside. The pages of the book are, you know, like I said, dyed and watered down paint or dyed to match. It's definitely got a color scheme in it. And I used to use this journal in the beginning of my journey. I took pictures on my phone. This is like a high class junk journal. This is another way to make a different kind of junk journal. So, but here's the card that I received. Her name was Millie. But yeah, again, these are papers put into an original hardbound book, and she used the actual pages that were in the book for the pages of the junk journal. Like I was saying, you can use already made, you know, notebooks and journals and stuff like that to make your junk journal. You don't have to use scrap paper to make the inside pages. And this just shows that you can use an actual book. And all she did was watered down, painted the pages, and then put decorative paper on top of them. And so there's lots of lines. And here is some little flip outs. I love little flip outs. You saw that I made flip outs on my journal that I made. I'll do a flip through of that journal. But here's some little cards. It says dream, bold dreams, little journaling cards. I could write something on the back or put a little picture or sticker back there. These are some cards that I got from other people. This is when I went to Buena Vista, Virginia. I stumbled upon this little spot in Buena Vista, Virginia. It was a nice little spot. Here's some more flip out pages. But this is the type of junk journal I would do if I had my paper stash again. I used to have a big paper stash. I don't anymore. I just have little scraps of paper. I journaled in this as I was going all the way up to Maine. So this is where I started journaling in this. You see a lot of this stuff is the beginning. This was my official like YouTube channel when I first like started getting monetized. And then I had found these little monthly calendar strips at Dollar Tree, and I put them on here to keep track of my views and stuff like that. More little journaling cards. And there are little crafting cutouts that let you cut little circles like that, round corners, and cut corners into little. I have a corner rounder, one of the things that lets you round corners. This is when I went to Maine and got my lobster. This was the paper that placemat that was on the table that I ate outside, and I cut out the lobster and I said, yummy, it was so good. It said, after a horrible ordeal trying to find a free campsite, I did get my lobster. I'll link the video of this ordeal. This is probably one of my higher watched videos, is the Cussing Mad video, or Cussin' Mad, C-U-S-S-N, I think, apostrophe. But I'll link it in the pinned comment so you can watch this video on the issues I had finding the free campsite on the freecampsite.net website. It was a horrible experience. This is the what do you call it? The bib, the plastic bib they give you to eat the lobster. So I have that. This is the how to eat a lobster that was part of the placemat. It tells you how to crack it open, how to eat it. This is back when I went to the Decatur Tiny House Fest and saw Jewel, Miss Bohemian Soul. I need to change this because this is her old name. Miss Bohemian Soul. I'll link her information down below. These are some little pockets with little things in them. I think I put stuff in here. Yeah. So this is business cards from different people as I travel, different places I went to, stuff like that. This is another flip out. So I will do a video on how to add flip outs. Here's another flip out. So this is a big flip out. These are people that I was visiting, subscribers I was visiting. This is Spencer, my barber in Georgia. Spencer, if you're still watching the channel, miss you a lot. I should see you next time I go down to Georgia. Here's some more little flip outs. This, I forgot all about this. Oh my gosh, this brings back some memories. One of the teachers at the school I worked at, she was also a paper crafter. We ended up connecting. I don't remember how we found out about each other being paper crafters, but at the school that I worked at last, she made a little van for me, paperclip. So that's been in here this whole time. I was wondering where that went. That's funny because I was in my actual journal. Again, Miss Bohemian Soul's tiny house before she had all her add-ons. That's from a visit with her. This is when I went to the Chinese Lantern Festival. This was beautiful. So anyway, I'm just going to flip through, show you some things. Texas, when I went to Texas. The Black History Month Festival that I went to in Vegas. The Salton Sea, when I went to see the Salton Sea. These are sticker cutouts. This is the Legend of the Christmas Spider. This is when I went to see Black Panther when it first came out. Here's another flip out, but it's a flip up. Here's another flip. It's this one she poked holes and sewed. She sewed in with ribbon. This is RTR 2018. That was my first RTR. Actually, no. Yes, that was my first RTR. This was my first RTR. Because I went to 2018 and 2019. And yeah, so there's extra pages here. There's some blank pages. I skipped around pages. I didn't go in order. I skipped some pages. I left some spots. I didn't want it to be in a chronological order. I just wanted to put stuff where it felt good to me to put. But I still have some pages. And here's some little cutouts and little note cards. I can open these up and make a little note. Stick it back in. Here's another note card. But you can see, I'm trying to find a page where there's writing of the original book. She covered up pretty much all the pages. And when you get a book like this, obviously you would glue 2 and 3 pages together. If you look here, you can see where some of the pages are glued together, and also look in the spine area there. Let me try and give you a close up of the spine area. You can see where pages are glued together, and also you can rip some pages out to give you room. You want to be able to bulk it up, to thicken it up and have it still close with the tie. So you would rip some pages out so that as you're putting in all your ephemera and your stickers and your pop outs and flip outs, that you've got enough space. So you want to go through and maybe tear out every other page or something like that, and then glue the other pages together, or depending on how many pages you want in your finished journal. But maybe one day we'll do a junk journal like this. I will go to the thrift shop and try and find an old book, or one of the library sales when they have a sale, and just find an old big hardcover book that I can, and I'll get some paint and stuff, and we'll do something like this. This is also scrapbooking paper on the outside as well. So you do the outside first, and then you put the inside bindings on. She did an excellent job. She's definitely more advanced crafter than I am. But thank you again, Millie. I don't know if you still watch this channel, but thank you again for my journal. I love it. Okay, this page should be dry enough now. So this was the back pocket that I was drying, and I wanted to put those coloring sheets in there. And you remember, if you saw through the sped up video, that I did have to cut them down a little bit on the sides because they were a little bit too long, because I needed to glue the edges of this. And so now I've got coloring sheets back there. All right, so I haven't bound it, and I'm not going to bind it so so neatly. I'm going to cut this edge off because that's obviously too big. But let's see, let's get that even first. All right, let's cut this edge off of this front cover. I was letting it dry. So you saw how I deconstructed the gift bags. There's multiple different ways you can do it. You can take it all the way apart. You could just cut off pieces that you want, however you want to do it. And gift bags are pretty cheap at $1.25 Tree. So, and you see your fur baby friend is sleeping. He decided to calm his behind down. And I could even get a piece of ribbon and glue on here and close this up. This I'm going to go ahead and glue right here to close that. So this junk journal is not huge. It's not thick. It's not you know, what I'm going to do, there are multiple ways that you can make your binding. You honestly could staple it. I don't have the correct stapler here at the house. I have this stapler. This is not the one I want. This one doesn't come apart. The one I want is at work. I took it to work because it's a nicer stapler, so I use it there for a lot of the crafting I do with the kids. So I'm not going to staple. I did find this in my stash. I forgot I had bought this. I made an ugly Christmas sweater, but the Christmas party, the paper crafters get together for over the December did not happen. The host, her father passed, so she canceled it. So I made my ugly Christmas sweater and didn't get to wear it, but maybe I'll share it on a video what I did. I used all Dollar Tree stuff, $1.25 Tree stuff. But I'm going to use this for my these sparkly little pipe cleaners for my binding. I'm going to poke holes, and then I'm going to feed these through, or probably only need one because it's so thin, and feed this through the middle of my journal to make my binding so all my pages stay together. You could use some kind of twine, string, yarn, whatever. You can use pretty much anything to make a binding. It's up to you. Like I said, staples, pipe cleaner, anything that's going to just keep all your pages together. Tape, doesn't even matter, honestly. Hopefully that's good enough. I'm obviously going to let it dry completely when I'm done. But so the one thing you want to do when you get to the binding, I also don't have my awl, AWE, because I would normally poke holes with my awl. But that, again, is at work because I do most of my crafting types energy is at work. But I'm going to probably start bringing my stuff home so I can craft. Crafting is very therapeutic for me. So you want to find the middle of your journal, which I think this is the middle of mine. Yes, I don't have very many pages. No pages at all, really, to be honest. It's a lot of little pockets, but that's okay. This was just an informal video to give you an idea. So you want everything to kind of be lined up with the cardstock. This is the middle. And so then you would take your awl or some kind of a punch and make, I wonder if my hole puncher, do I have a hole puncher here? Let me see if I have a hole puncher, because then I could probably hole punch through these. All right, this is not the best hole puncher. My good one, again, at work. So I don't know if it's even going to go through, to be honest. I'll try. We'll see. I doubt it. Yeah, and it's too short. So we're going to just poke with scissors and hope I don't cut my hand. Fingers crossed. So I just want to poke 2 holes. This is thin enough that all I need is 2 holes. And I'm going to poke the holes like right here. And right here, and then I can feed my pipe cleaner through to make a binding. There we go. Well, with it not being so thick, it kind of helps. All right. So I want my binding to be bound in the inside of the journal, not the outside. So I'm going to poke through this way and through this way. Like that. So just poke through so that the pretty side is there. See, the pretty side is there. Like I said, just want to keep your pages together. You can poke 4 holes, you can poke 3 holes, you can poke as many holes as you would like. I'm most likely probably not going to use this journal. I might take it to school as a sample and maybe do junk journals with the kiddos. We'll see. I've got a few kids that are crafty. So, and I'm just twisting it. It's probably not going to be the tightest of bindings. All right, so there you go. So I would untie it. And then I've got not really a pocket, more of a slide. It's kind of a pocket. I didn't glue this other side. I didn't want to. But you could put something here. This journal belongs to, and then put your name. You got a little pocket here. You can do it this way. You can do it this way. You can put a picture in there, whatever you want. I could have put another pocket or something here, or a piece of paper with lines. But here's something I could put a picture here and then write a little something there. I can write here. I can do this. The parts of myself I want to protect and hold on to, I can draw here and color in. This says, what are some new badges of honor I can make for myself? In what ways can I wear my vulnerability and self-care with pride? There's another page for self-care. I made this pocket out of the envelope, return envelope that I had in a piece of mail. And then I put some notebook paper. So if I wanted to journal in there, Okay, and it's on the piece of a back of lined paper that I could also write on. Here's another pocket with another piece of paper in it. Cute little ephemera. Some lines here. I could also write here. I could put pictures here and here. I've got some little flips. I put this little cute little ephemera of a mug and pencils in this little pocket. I've got, oh, that didn't line up too pretty, but that's okay. I've got the last page here that has the lined paper, and I used that little piece of junk mail and cut out that little leopard. And then I've got my 2 pieces, or 4 really, because it's back-to-back coloring sheets in this back pocket. Like once I'm done coloring those, I could always use the back pocket for something else. I can always take this binding out and add more pages to this journal if I want to make it super fat. But that's how you make a junk journal of sorts. So use whatever kinds of paper. We always have paper laying around. If you are someone who still gets the newspaper, or you have a grandparent or an older person in your life that still gets the newspapers, even check out some of the nursing homes. Sometimes they still get newspapers and they will give them to you. Your doctor's office where they have magazines, you can always take old magazines. Ask them when you go to your next doctor appointment, ask them for the old magazine, because they're more than willing to give them to you. Most times they just throw them away. And you can use pictures and stuff from there to put into a junk journal and stuff like that. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to join the VFFVillage.mn.co and show me pictures of your creations. Don't forget to be good to yourself, kind to others, and whatever your journey, enjoy it.